you ever heard of a temple that exists not in stone, but in spirit? A sacred space carried across oceans within the hearts of a people. In the hills of KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa, a story of faith and resilience whispers on the wind. This is the story of the Hindus of South Africa, a community that brought the scent of incense, ancient chants, and vibrant festivals to new shores. Their journey began with a promise of a better life, but unfolded through hardship and oppression. Yet their cultural and spiritual heritage not only survived, it flourished. How did a community, uprooted and replanted in hostile soil, keep its traditions alive? The answer lies in the unseen temple of their faith, carried within. Today, this legacy is found in Durban's markets, grand temples, rhythmic celebrations, and quiet morning prayers. The story of South African Hindus is a journey from invisibility to vibrant presence. It's a testament to the enduring power of culture. We begin by uncovering this hidden history. Let's step into the past. The year is 1860. The British colony of Natal needs workers for its sugar cane fields. The local Zulu population resists plantation labor, so the British turn to India. They offer contracts, indenture, for work, wages, and a return home after 5 years. For many impoverished Indians, it's an escape from famine and poverty. Over 150,000 people, mostly Hindus, board crowded ships, leaving everything behind. The journey is brutal. Cramped ships, rampant disease, and many never make it. Those who survive arrive weak, stripped of their identities, assigned numbers, and sent to sugar estates. The reality is harsh back-breaking work, long hours, and cruel overseers. Yet, in the evenings, they gather, sharing stories, singing bhajans, and building makeshift shrines under trees. Different languages and customs blend, united by faith. These humble shrines become the first temples of South Africa. Piece by piece, prayer by prayer, they begin to build a new home. The seeds of a resilient community are sown. Their faith becomes their anchor. Even in hardship, hope takes root. The sugar-coated promise was a lie, but it sparked a legacy. From these beginnings, a vibrant culture emerges. The journey of South African Hindus is underway. Their story is one of survival and transformation. Against all odds, they endure. And so, the legacy grows. Picture the bustling ports of Madras or Calcutta in the 1800s. Thousands boarding ships to Natal, hope and fear in their eyes. The voyage is grueling, repurposed cargo ships, cramped quarters, poor food, and rampant disease. Caste and ritual purity dissolve as all are forced to live and eat together. Hardship forges a new, unified identity. Arrival in Durban brings quarantine, inspections, and a dehumanizing selection process by sugar planters. Families are sometimes separated, and the 5-year indenture begins. Bound to the estate, unable to leave without a pass, they face pitiful wages and harsh penalties. The system is designed for exploitation. Yet, in this crucible, their spirit endures. Shared stories and recitations of the Ramayana and Mahabharata offer guidance. Worship of deities like Murugan and Ganesha brings hope. The journey is more than physical. It's a transformation of identity. Through adversity, a new community is born. Their faith is both shield and compass. The Voyage of Indenture marks the beginning of a new chapter. Despite everything, they hold on to their heritage. The struggle shapes their future. Out of hardship, unity grows. And so, the South African Hindu story continues. After 5 years, indentured laborers faced a choice: return to India or stay and start anew. Many chose to remain, becoming free Indians and forming the first settled Hindu communities. They started market gardens, pooled resources, and built simple temples, symbols of identity and resilience. These temples became the heart of the community. Alongside them arrived passenger Indians, traders from Gujarat, adding diversity and new traditions. Together, they established schools, cultural societies, and businesses. Priests became community leaders, guiding rituals and resolving disputes. A uniquely South African Hindu identity began to emerge, a blend of Indian traditions reshaped by new realities. No longer just Tamils, Telugus, or Hindis, they became South African Hindus. Their communities grew in places like Chatsworth and Phoenix. They adapted, innovated, and thrived. The foundation for a vibrant culture was laid. Through unity and faith, they built a new home. Their legacy was taking root. The journey from indenture to community was complete. A new chapter had begun. As Hindu communities grew, they faced hostility and discriminatory laws from colonial authorities. Special taxes and restrictions targeted free Indians, aiming to force them back into indenture or out of South Africa. Hindu marriages weren't legally recognized, causing hardship. In 1893, Mohandas Gandhi arrived, transforming from lawyer to activist after facing racism. Gandhi's campaigns of passive resistance united Hindus, Muslims, and Christians against injustice. Protests, strikes, and imprisonment became tools of resistance. The fight for marriage recognition and against punitive taxes galvanized the community. Faith became a weapon for justice and dignity. Despite new segregation laws, the Hindu community's resolve only strengthened. Festivals like Diwali and Holi became public affirmations of identity. Temples served as sanctuaries and organizing centers. Faith was both shield and rallying cry. In adversity, their culture thrived. Their resilience became their legacy. Apartheid's rise in 1948 brought new oppression, forced removals, destroyed neighborhoods, and demolished temples. The Group Areas Act uprooted tens of thousands, erasing vibrant communities like Cato Manor. Yet, the Hindu spirit endured. Sacred statues were rescued from rubble, and new temples rose in townships like Chatsworth and Phoenix. These temples became symbols of survival and hope. Cultural and religious life became acts of resistance. Festivals and rituals asserted identity in the face of erasure. Homes became fortresses of heritage, with elders passing down stories and songs. Despite attempts to break them, the community rebuilt stronger. Their faith could not be bulldozed. Through culture, they resisted and survived. The flame of heritage burned brighter. Their story was one of defiance and renewal. The end of apartheid in 1994 brought freedom and recognition for South African Hindus. A wave of cultural and religious renewal followed, a modern renaissance. Magnificent temples like the Hare Krishna Temple in Chatsworth became landmarks of pride. These centers host festivals, education, and community events, symbolizing arrival and permanence. A new generation blends ancient traditions with modern life. Tech entrepreneurs dance Bharatanatyam, DJs mix bhajans with electronic beats. They explore what it means to be both Hindu and South African. Challenges remain: language loss, adapting rituals, debates on caste and gender. But these are signs of a living, evolving culture. Community leaders and youth groups foster dialogue and innovation. Social media connects the young to their roots. Heritage is not just preserved, it thrives and transforms. The community looks forward, confident and dynamic. Their renaissance continues. The journey of Hindus in South Africa is a story of endurance and transformation. From sugarcane fields to modern cities, their contributions shaped the nation's economy, culture, and identity. Their struggle for dignity, from Gandhi's campaigns to the anti-apartheid movement, is woven into South Africa's history. Diversity is their strength, not a weakness. Today, they are rooted in heritage and engaged with the future. Their journey from indentured laborers to equal citizens inspires us all. In a divided world, their story offers hope and lessons in resilience. Culture adapts, survives, and thrives. The Hindu community's legacy is a vibrant thread in South Africa's tapestry. Thank you for joining us on this journey. For more stories, follow our channel.